Hey guys, welcome back, and today we're going to be flying the Gripen C. Essentially, I've flown this aircraft like a while ago, and I'm just going to be going over some recordings that I did and just see how the aircraft fares. But in AirRB, this jet is probably, as you would expect, it's actually really good, and now they just have the capability of being able to perform in BVR. Obviously, as it's complemented with a boatload of countermeasures, this thing is an absolute BVR monster. One thing to note though is obviously the data link is for only 4 missiles, but I only bring 4 RB99s anyway, so that's not too much of an issue. So we have the RB74M as the IR missile. It's essentially an AIM-9M, so a smokeless AIM-9L with an improved seeker head, flare resistance essentially. And the RB99 is the Swedish AIM-120 BVM AMRAAM missile. So yeah, they're very good. I would say the AIM-120s are the most consistent BVR missile that I've used so far, which is, suffice to say, kind of annoying, especially me being an Su-27 lover. I do think the R-77s are quite underwhelming. Other than that though, the Gripen is just as good as it was, but now it has BVR. And like I said before, the complementary boatload of countermeasures just makes this a thing, an absolute beast. Yeah, it's hard to compete. I would probably say a good competitor against this aircraft is probably going to be the F-16s and other Gripens. As you know, the subtrees of the UK and Italy, Hungary and South Africa, they are so annoying to deal with. That's probably like the most intense situation you can be in, is being in a Gripen and also fighting another Gripen. It's so stressful. But yeah, without further ado guys, let's get into some gameplay. So here is a view of the cockpit of the Gripen. I would give the VR ergonomics of this aircraft a 4 out of 5. It's really good. You could probably get away with playing with this without a HUD if that's something you would like to do. Okay, so first clip of the day. You can hear me flaring. Obviously that is with the complementary boatload of flares. You can just have the freedom. You feel a lot safer when you have a lot of flares. You can see the smoke trail of that missile. That is the AIM-120 essentially. If there was no smoke, it would be the AIM-9M. As you see, it failed to track there. That guy actually notched the radar missile. He chaffs and notches successfully again for a second time. That's very decent. But now we'll go for the smokeless motor, AIM-9M. IR-CCM is probably enabled there due to the position being directly behind him. And there, just like that, I get the kill. F-15A, but well played to that guy. As I'm flying low, I lock something on the radar. Fire an AIM-120 at this particular aircraft. It suggests to me it's an F-15 due to the RWR. The F-15 is a very awkward aircraft, especially in someone who likes to two-circle, because just that sheer thrust to weight, you can just go around that circle way faster than you can. Due to firing that Fox 3, he most likely went defensive, and thus I can encroach slightly. Still not an easy task doing this, head-on engagements. There we go. There is the merge. Immediately I know the Gripen is a superior one-circle fighter, so that's what I tried to go for. Slow down. I slow down and try and just get behind the circle. I fired an air-to-air missile there, but this is when you should be flaring, because you may not even see the Fox 2 coming towards you, so just flare. As you can see, I'm just slowing down and trying to get behind him. That's what the Gripen does best. If he was trying to force a 2-circle, it would have been way more difficult for me, but he insists on trying to get behind me, which I have no problem with, because that's what I want to do. He's flaring it, making it hard. I resort to guns. Just like that. That's and F15 down. Well played to the F15C there. Wasn't an easy task. Now we're going to be doing a BVR engagement. This is the target I would like to shoot down using BVR. You see, I'm making sure there's no one else nearby. That's just through radar and the RWR. It seems clear, so I decide, you know, it may be a safe option to fire a Fox 3 from far out. See here I get some altitude. As I have decided I am relatively safe to engage from a BVR perspective, I would like to get some altitude. I pitch up and fire a Fox 3. The reason why I do that is because when I loft, essentially when the missile climbs slightly as it's going towards its target, pitching up essentially increases that altitude. And the reason why I want that altitude is because when the missile reaches its terminal phase and it's just moving from its own energy, it will essentially approach the target faster as it's coming from a steeper angle. And obviously having an altitude advantage, it will essentially make the missile travel further as well, because the steep angle means more energy can go further. I hope this makes sense, guys. And as you saw there, we just got the kill against the Gripen, which I'm glad. Fighting them up close is a problem. And yeah, that's just basically a BVR engagement. Alright, moving on now. We are locked in battle with another Gripen. So this is going to be especially tricky because the Gripen is a very slippery aircraft. It can just turn on a dime. You can change the tide on just a single turn. It's really good. But here, I'm just trying to, you know, win the two circle engagement. I'm trying to outrate this particular fighter. But, you know, as it seems right now, it's kind of neck and neck. I'm just watching my speed there, as you can see on the bottom left. I try to, you know, try and stay fast. You see that? I'm kind of converging on him. You see now I have winning cues here. It looks like I'm in a comfortable position, but you know, you can't overestimate yourself here. It's a Gripen. Anything can happen. I fire a missile, does not track. I miss. I should have killed him. And that right there is my mistake. That is the reason why I die. You see right here, he just turns crazy. Keep in mind I was on damping here. I immediately panic because I need, you know what, I need to turn as hard as possible, so I turn off damping. But as I do that, I realise, oh no, that was a bad idea because I'm in a stall. I should have remained on damping and stayed calm. But that was, you know, an amazing fight, and I definitely learned a lesson there. But well played to that Gripen. A change of scenery now. I believe the map is Tunisia. A smaller map, so it forces closer range engagements. I often use the Fox 3s as like a deterrent. Over the merge, I'm extremely slow in that first merge. This will eventually play in my favour. But something is wrong here because I'm too slow at this point, but whatever it is, I need to sort it out. If you've liked what you've seen so far, I'd really appreciate a sub. It goes a real long way, and feel free to drop a comment as well. Fire a Fox 2, miss the guns. I love the blue livery the opponent is sporting there. It reminds me of a Mitsubishi F2, so I can only hope whenever that releases. At this point, I have essentially won this fight. And a rather cinematic ending there. I also did this fight with no HUD as well, which just made it all the more fun. Okay guys, thank you very much for watching my video. I have a few more videos coming in the future. I've got the SU-27 SM, and I believe I want to fly the MiG-21 Bison. I want to be doing it without any prior knowledge to just air simulator battles in the Bison. I know this thing's a beast in Air RB. But yeah guys, thank you once again. If you would like to see my PC specs, they are down in the description. And take care guys. I'll see you on the next video.